Good morning, students. Today we are going to deal with the nucleophilic addition reactions of carbonyl compounds with ammonia derivatives. First one, whether aldehyde or ketone reacts with primary amine as RNH2, that primary amine bonds with the carbonyl group at a carbon like this way by losing its one hydrogen as H plus, which adds on oxide or carbonyl group oxygen atom to form a intermediate carbidamine. Finally, it rearranges to the imine. That imine is formed by the loss of OH group of carbonyl carbon and hydrogen of nitrogen. This is called imine. This is called what? Imine. C double bond N is called imine group. So when primary amine like methylamine, ethylamine, propylamine reacts with aldehyde or ketone, produces imine C double bond NH, which is also called as the Schiff's base. Schiff's bases have so many applications in the preparation of different medicines, drugs, anti-malaria drugs, anti-AIDS AIDS medicines, antimicrobial. Such kind of medicines can be prepared by using imines, that is Schiff's base. This is about the formation of imines. The second one is formation of oximes. In this, aldehyde or ketone reacts with hydroxylamine, which is represented as NH2OH. Here directly we are removing oxygen from aldehyde or ketone compound and two hydrogens from hydroxylamine as water molecule. Then the remaining portion is added like this. We'll get a compound which is known as oxime. So aldehydes or ketones, when react with hydroxylamine, produces oximes. These oximes are having so many uses in the qualitative analysis, qualitative organic analysis. Okay, this is about the formation of oximes. Next slide is formation of hydrozones. Hydrazine formula is NH2NH2. Hydrazine formula is NH2NH2. In place of one hydrogen here, an alkyl group is placed. This is alkyl hydrazine. When hydrazine reacts with aldehyde or ketone, the two hydrogens of hydrazine and one oxygen atom of carbonyl group of compound removed as water molecule to produce compound known as hydrazone. Compound known as hydrazone. So this is the formation of hydrazone. Aldehyde and ketone both forms this kind of hydrazone compounds. But aromatic hydrogens cannot be produced from this reaction. Next, another item is formation of semicarbozones. Formation of semicarbozones. NH2, NHCO, NH2 is called semicarbazide. NH2, NHCO, NH2 is called semicarbazide, which produce a compound known as semicarbazone, whether it react with aldehyde or ketone. Aldehyde or ketone, like this way, in the presence of acid. So this is about the formation of semicarbozones. Another reaction of aldehydes and ketones is reaction with 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine or hydrazine. This is called 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. Phenylhydrazine. 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. Whether aldehyde or ketone is added by the 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine, which is simply called as the 2,4-DNP. Then they combinedly lose an oxygen and two hydrogens like this way as water molecule, and the formed compound is called as the 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone. This is the formation of 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrozones. Generally, by using this 2,4-DNP solution, we can identify or differentiate aldehydes and ketones from other organic compounds like alkanes, alcohols, like that. By adding this 2,4-DNP solution, 2,4-DNP solution to the aldehyde or ketone, we get a yellow colorish 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone, as we can see in the slide as yellow color. So it is a identification test for a carbonyl group. For carbonyl group, whether any aromatic aldehyde or aromatic ketone is added by this 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine solution, it gives an orange colorish solution as precipitate, as a precipitate. So by using this 2,4-DNP solution, we can differentiate carbonyl groups from other functional groups of organic compounds. So it can be taken as the identification test for the aldehydes and ketones. Okay, next slide. Addition of water. Addition of water. Whether aldehyde or ketone is added by water molecule in the presence of acid, simply a carbonyl group is broken and one OH group is added to the carbonyl carbon. Another H can be added to the oxygen of carbonyl group, which is said to be as the formation of an A hydrate. Generally, these hydrates are not so stable to isolate. So, these formed unstable hydrates undergo removal of water molecule as one OH from the carbon and hydrogen from another OH group, as we can see in slide. Again they go to back to the aldehyde or ketone. This is addition of water molecule to the aldehyde or ketone, which are giving as hydrate, giving a hydrate. Next, when aldehyde, you observe the slide below, bottom side, you observe this is acetaldehyde CH3COH. This is acetaldehyde. When it is treated with excess of chlorine, generally acetaldehyde contains one CH3 group here. The 3 hydrogens of this carbon are replaced by 3 chlorine atoms, and it is forming, this is aldehyde carbon 1 2 trichloroacetaldehyde, or commonly it is known as chloral. Chloral can be formed when acetaldehyde is treated with excess of chlorine. Chloral, a compound chloran, can be formed. Whether this chloral is dissolved in water, following reaction can be happened. This chloral CCl3COH is added by one water molecule of water, like this way. Lone pair of oxygen of water molecule is forming bond with carbonyl carbon, and carbonyl oxygen will get a negative charge, like this way. This is an transition state can be formed. That transition state acquires that O minus negatively charged oxygen gets one hydrogen from that OH2 group or H2O group. One H plus is abstracted by the O minus, and a compound which is known as chloral hydrate. Chloral hydrate can be formed. This is the formation of chloral hydrate. Chloral hydrate, which is used in the preparation of some beverages. Chloral hydrate. This is the formation of chloral hydrate. Here also acetaldehyde, which is in the form of chloral, is added by water to produce chloral hydrate. Next, another reaction is addition of an alcohol to an aldehyde or a ketone. Whether alcohol like CH3OH, which is called as methyl alcohol, in the presence of HCl acid, as we know that in methyl alcohol, hydrogen CH3OH, H contains positive charge. That positively charged hydrogen adds on negatively charged carbonyl oxygen to produce as OH. Remaining methoxide portion, CH3O portion, is added at carbonyl carbon by the migration of carbonyl group pi bond towards the oxygen. This is very well known by us. The formed compound is called as the hemiacetal. The formed hemiacetal is unstable, so that it undergoes reaction with another molecule of methyl alcohol and HCl, another molecule of methyl alcohol and HCl. In this particular reaction, OH group of hemiacetal is replaced by CH3O group of methyl alcohol to produce a compound called as acetal. This is the formation of hemiacetal and acetal by the addition of methyl alcohol with an aldehyde. Whether methyl alcohol reacts with a ketone like RC double bond O, or the same reaction can be happened here also. With hydrogen of methyl alcohol adds on carbonyl oxygen to produce as OH. CH3O group adds on carbonyl carbon to produce here a compound known as hemiketol. This hemiketol further on reaction with methyl alcohol and HCl produces a compound as we seen in last reaction, which is known as ketol. So by this way, alcohols react with an aldehyde and a ketone to produce acetal and a ketol and a ketol. Okay, this is addition of alcohol to an aldehyde or a ketone. Next item is oxidation of aldehydes. Removal of hydrogen or addition of oxygen is generally called as the oxidation. Generally called as the oxidation. Generally, aldehydes or ketones produce carboxylic acids in the presence of oxidizing agents like potassium permanganate, potassium dichromate, acidic. Next, Tollens reagent. Tollens reagent is a mild oxidizing agent. So, in the presence of this kind of oxidizing agents, in these potassium permanganate and potassium dichromate are called as the strong oxidizing agents. Strong oxidizing agents. Silver oxide in the form of Tollens reagent is called as the mild oxidizing agent. Mild oxidizing agent. Strong oxidizing agents like alkaline potassium permanganate, acidic potassium dichromate, oxidizes aldehyde and ketones to carboxylic acids. But mild oxidizing agents like Tollens reagent or silver oxide oxidizes aldehydes only to corresponding carboxylic acids. Tollens reagent cannot oxidize ketones. Because as we know, aldehydes are more reactive because of their less stability. But ketones are less reactive because they are more stable than aldehydes. So that mild oxidizing agents like silver oxide, Tollens reagent cannot oxidize as ketones to corresponding carboxylic acids. So by using this Tollens reagent or silver oxide, we can differentiate aldehydes and ketones. Whether a carbonyl compound gives positive reaction with Tollens test, that carbonyl compound is considered as aldehyde. Whether a carbonyl compound cannot react with Tollens reagent, it should be a ketone compound. So by using these mild oxidizing agents, we can differentiate aldehydes and ketones. But strong oxidizing agents like potassium permanganate and potassium dichromate oxidizes both aldehydes and ketones to respective carboxylic acids. On slide we are observing aldehyde on oxidation is giving carboxylic acid. This oxygen is adding to the aldehyde, or C double bond OH is converting into RC double bond OH. This is the formation of carboxylic acid. In the presence of mild and strong oxidizing agents, aldehydes convert into the carboxylic acids. Whereas ketones more difficultly they oxidize into carboxylic acid. In the presence of hot alkaline potassium permanganate only, they undergo oxidation. They undergo oxidation. In this reaction, in this particular reaction, cleavage of C double bond O carbon and the adjacent carbon bond will be broken. Bond will be broken. That means here carbon bond is broken. Whereas in previous reaction there is no breaking of bond. Carbon bond is not broken in case of aldehydes. But here carbonyl carbon and adjacent to that group carbon bond will be broken to oxidize the ketone. It is slight difficult way to oxidize, so that ketones generally does not want to participate in the oxidation. If participated, if even though they participated, the formed product will be an acid. Compulsory acid can be produced. So here cyclohexanone is a cyclic ketone. Under oxidation by potassium permanganate and water in the presence of sodium hydroxide, it is giving a dicarboxylic acid, which is called as hexane dioic acid. Hexane dioic acid. So this is the oxidation of aldehydes and ketones. Another is reduction reactions. Reduction. What is reduction? Reduction reaction means replacement of one atom by hydrogen. Replacement of one atom by hydrogen, or addition of hydrogen, or removal of oxygen is called reduction or hydrogenation. So here in the presence of lithium aluminum hydride LiAlH4, actually here 4 is not written, LiAlH4, or sodium borohydride NaBH4, if you use, aldehyde is undergoing reduction in the presence of these kind of reducing agents. Simply here what is happening? Carbonyl carbon oxygen pi bond is broken. One hydrogen is added to carbonyl carbon, another hydrogen is added to oxygen. Then a primary alcohol can be produced. Primary alcohol can be produced. So by the reduction of aldehydes, we get primary alcohol. Whether you reduce a ketone in the presence of same lithium aluminum hydride and sodium borohydride, a secondary alcohol can be produced. The same thing happened as in the case of aldehyde. But here the produced one alcohol is secondary alcohol. This is the reduction of ketone. Here we can understand the mechanism of this reduction in the presence of lithium aluminum hydride, as this aldehyde or ketone, this is aldehyde is given here, when reacts with lithium aluminum hydride, lithium is having positive charge, aluminum hydride AlH4 is having negative charge. The negatively charged AlH4 minus, which is nucleophile for this reaction, attacks on carbonyl carbon like this way, and lithium plus attacks on oxygen, okay, like this way. The hydrogen H minus of aluminum hydride is connected with the carbonyl carbon like this way, okay. Lithium is connected to the oxygen, lithium plus. Next step, H plus. Next step, what happens? H plus. Okay, na? This is carried out in the presence of acid. That H plus replaces the lithium of carbonyl oxygen to produce the alcohol. So like this way, lithium aluminum hydride or aluminum hydride produces primary or secondary alcohols. This is reduction of aldehydes and ketones. Next one is hydrogenation. In the presence of platinum, palladium or nickel, by using this metal catalyst, we can hydrogenate the aldehydes to corresponding alcohols. Here what happened? This is an aldehyde, this is an ketone. This ketone is reducing or hydrogenating in the presence of platinum, palladium, nickel. By using these two hydrogens, one hydrogen is attacked on oxygen, another hydrogen attacks on carbonyl carbon. So by using platinum, palladium, nickel, we can reduce aldehydes or ketones by this way also. This is called as catalytic hydrogenation. Here actually what happens, this platinum, palladium, nickel metals provide some active places among their surfaces. Over those surfaces, these aldehyde ketone molecules and hydrogens form temporary bonds with the metal valencies. Then the reaction can be taken place between these aldehyde ketone molecules and hydrogen. Okay, na? That reaction produces as OH group. So these platinum, palladium, nickel surfaces are accelerating the reaction between the aldehyde or ketones with the hydrogen molecules. These metals are accelerating the reaction between the carbonyl molecules and hydrogen. So this is called as, so that it is called as the catalytic hydrogenation. Catalytic hydrogenation. Okay, this is the meaning of catalytic hydrogenation. These platinum, palladium, nickel surfaces are allowing or accelerating the reaction between the aldehyde or ketone molecules and hydrogen. Okay, this is about the catalytic hydrogenation. Another reaction is also here. Generally, here one reaction. This catalytic hydrogenation reduces aldehydes and ketones to aldehydes, converts into primary alcohols, ketones convert into secondary alcohols. Here another catalyst is there, catalytic medium is here, that is palladium carbon. Palladium carbon. Palladium carbon is also an active catalyst to proceed the reduction reaction of aldehyde and ketone. They are giving, this is an aldehyde, upon hydrogenation or reduction, it is producing primary alcohol. This is a ketone which is giving this ketone into secondary alcohol. When a compound contains both carbonyl group and carbon-carbon double bond, selective reduction of one functional loop can be achieved by proper choice of the reagent. A carbon-carbon double bond is reduced faster than carbon double bond oxygen with hydrogen in the presence of palladium. Here one aspect is hidden. In this particular reduction, already we seen sodium borohydride and lithium aluminum hydride can reduce only C double bond O bond of aldehyde or ketone. They can reduce only C double bond O. Carbonyl group reduction is possible by sodium borohydride and aluminum hydride only. If any aldehyde contains carbon-carbon double bond in the aldehyde or ketone molecule, these catalysts cannot reduce that bonds. But whereas palladium and carbon catalyst reduces carbon-carbon double bond also along with carbon-oxygen double bond. But that will commence with some fastness. Okay, this is the difference between the reduction of lithium borohydride, lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride. Okay, another reagent is also here, that is Raney nickel. Raney nickel is the finely divided nickel powder which is passed by hydrogen gas. This Raney nickel can also be used to reduce ketones. And here that ketone is reducing to the corresponding alcohol. At the same time, if that ketone molecule contain carbon-carbon double bond, that double bond can also reduce to the single bond. But it will attack the carbon-carbon double bond. Okay, before reducing the carbonyl oxygen or carbonyl group, it reduces the carbon-carbon double bond of the molecule. This is the feature of speciality of ranitidine. Palladium carbon and ranitidine is playing the same role in the reduction of alcohols, in the reduction of aldehydes or ketones. This is about the hydrogenation, catalytic hydrogenation of aldehydes and ketones. So by this reduction reaction is over.